Okay, so here's the thing. If you, let's give us a second to get it live here on Instagram as well. All right. You can pick one movie prop that you could display in your house. It can't be anything major or big, and I don't want cliche answers. Can't be like the Ecto One. It's got to be able to fit in your home. For example, like for me, I'm like really, really torn. I'd either like get the butler robot from Rocky 5, or I would go with the plastic bag from American Beauty, just so I could have like a plastic bag in a glass case, just like under lights displayed beautifully.
Okay. So
that
I'm a different thinking about this because like, is it, so does the prop work how it works in the movie, or is it just a prop?
I think it's just a prop.
Just a prop.
Just a prop.
Oh, I was going to say the Ring of Power.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it's still cool to display.
It's still cool. Or AndWorld, the sword.
There you go.
So that's and I stand by that.
Very nerdy. I mean, those are props, but they're still kind of real.
Even if they worked, and even if they don't work. Ty.
So I really, really like the floral dress that Florence Pugh wears in Midsummer. And I would have that in my house, and maybe from time to time, I'd probably wear it.
Fantasies of God, fantasies. Happy Wednesday, happy new comic book day. We are back here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, the podcast where we think of deep thoughts about shallow things, nerds to the core, talking in a corner here in the Nerd Cave about all the comic booky things. My name is Pablo Romero Estevez. Welcome back, everybody. Give her a huge round of applause. Olivia Diddy King back in the building. We've missed her for the last 2 weeks. She's back in action. Ty, you're going to notice Ty is actually in a different place. David is not with us today. Tommy Jeff is in Chicago. Camera's right there. Also joining us here, Mr. Ty Photography. Ty died, the right hand here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Not only is he podcasting, he is also producing the show simultaneously.
Yes.
And having a ginger ale.
And enjoying a nice ginger ale for his tummy in the meantime. If this is your first time joining the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, we are a book club, a comic book club, where each week we bring you a new #1 comic book you need no prior knowledge or insight to be able to enjoy. We prefer to feature comics outside of the two most prominent publishers in the industry, Marvel and DC, because there are already so many knowledgeable creators that can really just help you with that. So we'd much rather introduce you to what we call a creator-owned comic outside of the superhero genre. We are the anti-comic book gatekeeper podcast. Indie Comics 101 for the non-comic reader, where everybody is welcome to join in the discussion and nerd out with us. This week, snap. This week, we are reading the new Boom Studios book from Brian Azzarello, The Creeping Below. Look at that. Brian Azzarello, artist Vanesa Del Rey, Hilary Jenkins on color, and AndWorld Design, famously known for the lettering in Something's Killing the Children. Very excited to discuss this book with you folks. Did we love it? Did we hate it? Who knows? You'll find out at the end of the episode, because that's when we talk about the book. Until then, we have all sorts of other shenanigans we will bring you along the way here for the next 15 hours. I don't know. No. Let me kind of pull up my banners here once more. Olivia is back with us. Diddy, welcome back.
Yeah. Wow.
What's been up? Anything?
What's been up?
I don't know if you want to answer what's been up, but what do you got going on? What do we have going on this weekend? Maybe. Anything interesting coming up?
You know what?
Or
Tomorrow,
how are you?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. But I don't know. Tomorrow I'm gonna go see my friend play. He's kind of in like a psychedelic punk. I mean, not punk. It's like more like psychedelic rock
Nice.
metal maybe band
hmm
forming at Alex Bar.
Cool.
They're called Cadabra. They're on this is like the 30th day of their tour. They've been on a whole like North America tour.
Where is Alex Bar?
Long Beach.
Oh, going out to the LBC.
Let's see.
There's a lot of drama out there. So
I go to Alex Bar like the only time I've ever been there is like when they played there last time.
all right.
So I mean it's pretty chill. It's a punk bar.
Cadabra.
Cadabra.
What about this weekend? Anything
Oh my
anything
god.
special going on?
Yes. We're going to LA Comic Con.
We are going to LA Comic Con. Diddy will be with us. She doesn't always join us for all these conventions, so I'm very excited that we're going to have
your girl is a bartender, so
Yeah.
working weekends. But for some reason, I have a Saturday off, so
That was
we're-
the thing.
we're going.
Overworked, underpaid. That's what I was saying the last.
That's the whole thing.
When we were like, "Hey, where's Diddy?" last week, I was like, "Wherever she is working too hard and not getting paid enough for it."
That's probably true.
Ty photography in the building, in the big producer's chair, filling David's seat. David's not here with us, so Ty is just a man of many talents, just able to multitask.
You picked it up fast.
Yeah,
Look at
he
you.
picked it up.
Look at you go.
It's the anxiety.
I have to do good at this.
I
I
have
have to do good at this.
I got these little T-Rex arms. I can't reach the switch and hit the microphone.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? Well,
By the way, what you got? You got some late night with Ty. He's like in front of the VHS wall, which will tie into some stuff we'll talk about LA Comic Con here shortly. Night Owls behind you, Little Shop of Horrors on the other end.
Oh, what?
I know. Sorry.
I'm missing the little shop.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm not going to be paying attention this entire podcast.
I said Night Owls, but it's Late Night with the Devil. We
It's
got
late-
Late Night with the Devil on VHS.
Night Owls is like the name of the
show.
his
Yeah.
show.
Exactly.
Meta.
But what's
Very meta.
Not at all.
what's up, man?
Yeah.
Do anything
Jesus.
interesting today, or
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say like this week I got to do like the Bring Me the Horizon pop-up shop, which was really sick. Got my little hat, got my
Sick.
little merch. But yeah, today was a great day. Pablo and I got to go to Golden Apple Comics to interview Brian Posehn, creator of Grommets,
co-creator
with Rick Remender.
Yeah,
We'll get him one day.
we'll get Rick one day.
We'll get him one day.
We're coming for you, Rick Remender.
not in a threatening way.
You
just-
remember these
Threateningly.
faces, Rick Remender. We're gonna interview the shit out of you when the time comes, if you'll allow it.
yeah, with consent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great time. I had Pink's hot dog for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Pablo's like, wait, you've never had it? I'm like, no, I know there's one at Knott's Berry Farm, but I don't really go to Knott's
There is?
Berry Farm. And yeah, there is. I don't know if it's still there.
Maybe, but what I was gonna say is now Ty and I, for the record, we have intense case of bubble guts this entire episode.
Yeah, coming home was a little rough. And then we met someone. Pablo, who did we meet? Who did
I
you?
don't have a picture. Yeah, well, no, we both met them.
Well, we both met him.
So Ty and I walk into Golden Apple, and I go say hi to Ryan Leibowitz. Shout out to Ryan because he's too good. Friend of the show, Ryan Leibowitz. And he's like talking to somebody. I kind of look over. I'm like, oh shit, Ryan's over there talking to Danzig. And I'm like kind of trying not to stare and just play it cool because I was just like gonna go up to Ryan, but I was like, I didn't want to interrupt this conversation. And then I look over at Ty and I'm like, it's Glenn Danzig. And probably everybody in the shop heard me say it's Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, he didn't whisper that.
But I did.
Said it.
And
you couldn't control the volume.
I
of your
couldn't.
voice.
Hey,
He's
you
too
putting your
excited.
hand like this doesn't mean you're whispering.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ryan heard me and he kind of looked over at me. He's like, hey, this is Pablo or whatever. And I was just like, oh, hi. And I don't know, shot the shit. Super metal.
Know the story. That's really funny.
Shot the shit with Danzig. He was walking the comic walls Wednesday. Danzig's a comic book reader.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
And yeah, and I was just like, well, what are you reading? And he's like, anything that's art doesn't suck. Or something around those
That's
lines.
Funny. What the hell?
It's a very Danzig answer, right? And yeah, I don't know. And then at the end, I snapped the selfie with him. I don't know if I have
I saw
pulled up,
it before I came here,
but- Okay.
and I walked in and I went, "Did you fucking meet Danzig today?" Like I was so shocked. What are you up to?
Yeah.
Like you
Fucking
met Danzig today?
Hanging out with Danzig, no big deal.
That's sick.
Dude, and he left a penny that everyone was freaking out about.
yeah, yeah.
What?
And then at the
Just
end,
a penny, just a normal penny.
well, he didn't want the change back or whatever. And when the employees behind the counter were just like, "Hey, this is like the penny that Danzig left." I'm like, "This is the fucking most metal lucky penny of all time."
That's funny. Who has it?
I left it at Golden Apple. I couldn't take it. I was like, I cannot accept this.
Why?
This metal lucky penny.
You should have taken
And
it.
you're like, this was the penny that Glenn Danzig refused this change.
You
Yeah.
could have given that to Diddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I could have given you the Glenn Danzig penny.
I feel I
We
have
should have done a
goosebumps. I'm
giveaway.
vibrating right now. I feel like I was there with you guys. I feel like I met him.
Yeah, it was pretty funny and just like random and a cool little moment.
That's
there.
really cool. And you guys met Brian Hussein.
We met Brian Posehn, Jerry Dugan was there, Gary Brown was there. They re-signed. So we gave away a copy of Falling in Love on the Path to Hell.
Yep.
We
Yes.
found a winner and went back in there and also got another copy signed of Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. So maybe we'll give away another one for signed
Okay.
by Jerry and Gary again.
Hell yeah.
Or we can just recycle the previous reel.
We could.
We could.
We have another copy here.
We could.
Who wants one?
Technically.
Yeah, and Brian signed some of our. I don't know if I'm going to give these away. I love
I
these
want-
books so much.
No, keep them, Pablo.
Wait, how many did you get?
So I got the first and second printing just signed, and we put it here in our comic capsules.
Boom.
Shout out to Comic Capsule.
That's so cool.
Joe over at Golden Apple schooled me today and made me look like a jabroni and taught me some cool stuff about.
Did he teach you the word resin?
No, but he taught me how to put a. No, I know the
Sorry.
word resin. I just like saying rosin. Okay. But
Yeah. Sorry.
he taught me and we'll put a little instructional video on how to put your bagged and boarded comics into your comic capsule. Really, really cool. Actually, I discovered something new that he discovered from Sammy DeMonster. So actually, shout out to Sammy DeMonster. If you guys don't know who she is, she's in a very similar space to what we do. Recommends comics, and her content is amazing. So shout out to her. Shout out to Joe at Golden Apple Comics. Shout out to Jerry and Gary and Brian Posehn. Yeah, the interview with Brian Posehn will be posting within the next week or so.
What they teach you
Yer.
how to do?
Okay, so this is I felt like an idiot actually. So when I brought him one of these copies of Grommets, it had a little fold in the back because you could see. So these comic capsules, right, have clear backs, but he saw a little fold and he's like, "You should put it in a bag and board first." And Ty actually mentioned this
They did.
when we first got
They
it.
did.
He's like, "You're just raw dogging it. You're just throwing it in there with our bag and board."
Okay.
And I'm like, "You're not supposed to. It won't fit in with a bag and board."
Which I thought was
And-
weird because I was like, but it's moving around
Yeah.
Yeah.
if it's not in a bag and board.
So what I realized today about the comic capsules, which is really awesome, is you can actually peel the back off. I know. But that's
Shocked.
the only one
I'm
shift, right?
shocked.
Yeah, so you can peel the back off and it'll actually, so because you can't just slide it in with the bag and board, and you can put it in there and then you just realign the back. And then it snaps all back into place and you have your comic capsule, your little slab back together.
Wow.
So
I wouldn't feel like an idiot for that. I
did
feel like
feel like it. I was just
I'm-
like, man, of course.
that's normal.
And then I think he said, "No glove, no love."
Yeah.
What's and I quote, "No glove, no
Wow.
love." So you have to throw the
Interesting.
combo in there. Yeah.
Well, I put minor arcana in one of those.
Well, now you need a bag and board. Now you know.
Oh, I kind of like it with like the
Without
way
it,
it is.
yeah, raw dogging it a little bit, right?
Raw dogging.
Whatever, Joe. No, shout out to Golden Apple Comics. They are they're genuinely like too good to us. Like anytime I reach out to Ryan, I'm like, "Hey, I see you have such and such. You think like I can sneak in So we'll be at LA Comic Con. We'll be hanging around the Golden Apple booth a lot. I'll just let you know because we're also going to be documenting all the fun. They have a lot of insane signings. I'll pull it up here by the end of the episode. But they have like AJ Mendez, Mark and Draco is going to be there signing. Man, I should pull it up. I really should. Friday and Saturday. Check it out. You can go into Golden Apple's Instagram. Let's see. Golden Apple Comics. And then they have a list. Carlos Ferro is going to be there. Which I love Carlos, by the way. Jeff Johns is going to be there on Friday. Jeff Johns has a new book, new creator-owned book.
Boom.
AJ Mendez, Amy Garcias, Mark and Draco, Adam Rose of the Goobers comic. And then the entire month of October, Golden Apple's got just like the most insane list of signings. He's got Dan DiDio is going to be there. On October 26th, the Saturday before Halloween, he's got John Carpenter and Sandy King Carpenter and about 10 other authors. They do their annual signing there. A lot of really cool stuff coming out of Golden Apple this week. We'll be at the Golden Apple booth for LA Comic Con. So dope. Another cool thing we'll be doing at LA Comic Con. I have to bring up my email here because I want to get this just right. We're having a little partnership with the fine folks at FizMe. And you can find, and I know that you're like, FizMe? Somebody asked me, is that a drink?
Fizz you.
Hey, no, Fizz you, buddy. FizMe. Let me get them at a little banner here. It's PHZME.app on Instagram. FizMe is a check them out, by the way. Find them on IG. FizMe equates to physical media. They are a VHS marketplace app coming soon. They're an app where you can buy, sell, and trade physical media. Specifically, what we love here, and this was me and Diddy's original podcast I did before we came with the British Nerdcast. We were going to watch VHS tapes.
So yeah, we're going to watch and review all these awesome, literally, Motel Hell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. FizMe is launching, I want to say, at LA Comic Con. So what's really cool is we met the fine folks at FizMe. Ryan, shout out to Ryan at FizMe. And we worked out a little something. Okay, so this is what's going to happen.
We've been cooking.
We're going to be giving away VHSs. Compliments of FizMe. Find myself, find Ty, find Olivia. We'll either have a bag or a backpack, whatever our carrying case of choice, with some VHSs that you can just get. All you have to do is come up to us and be like, hey, I watch Deeper Issues Nerdcast, or I watch Deeper Issues Nerdcast. I'm following you guys on Instagram or TikTok or subscribe to you on YouTube. If you present that to us, as well as if you show us that you're following FizMe, we will give you a copy of Addams Family, maybe. Because the entire cast, aside from Raul Julia, is going to be at LA Comic Con. We have Addams Family Values. We have Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. Star Wars Episode 1. Men in Black 2, because Rosario Dawson's going to be there. Want to get anything signed by Rosario? She was in Men in Black 2. We have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers miniseries, Part 1, the Green Ranger miniseries, Part 1 on VHS. Because Amy Jo Johnson's going to be there. The Pink Ranger. As well as Mighty Morphin No Clowning Around Pink Ranger VHS. FizMe is going to be booth 1149. So go check them out. Go show them you're following us. Or you're following them. Sorry. Show us that you're following us and get some free VHSs that you can go get signed by like Angela Houston or Christopher Lloyd or Christina Ricci or Rosario Dawson or all the amazing celebrities that are going to be there.
That is so sick. Little backpacks. We all need a little backpack.
Something.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, booth 1149, FizMe. Booth 825 is Golden Apple. Likely you'll see us floating around those two areas.
We'll be all around, yeah.
We'll be all around. So if you see us elsewhere, we're not going to be like, no, you got to find us at the booth. No, wherever we're at, come by, find us. Be like, I'm following you guys.
Yeah.
And then come and get a free VHS tape from us.
Yeah.
It's dope. We're just giving shit away.
And I
here.
feel like,
Giving
you
shit
know,
away.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Olivia and I are going to be in Artist Alley a whole lot. So
yeah.
we'll be there. Come find us.
100% going to be an Artist Alley.
We got some new stickers coming our way.
I didn't know I was going to spend money this weekend, but no.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm
There
going to
you
work this week. And actually, you're going to do the opposite.
Actually,
You're
I'm
going to
going to
lose
spend
some
tons
money
of money.
today.
You deserve it, Diddy.
Yeah, you need a break.
I'm excited. I'm so
We
excited.
got the whole team. Maybe do a little live stream. We'll figure it out.
We will do a little live stream actually.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that folks are coming to find us and that we're giving all the stuff away. Because I can't carry stuff around. I intentionally
Mm-mm.
I got a bad back.
Yeah.
Find me so I can get rid of it. And you
Yeah.
guys can enjoy it. You
That's right.
carry it.
We need to get one of those little robots that follows us around.
Oh, like the one we saw today.
Oh, the Coco?
Yeah, Coco Robot.
No, there's
Is
other
that-
ones that I think people bring to conventions.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. So
Like for real? Like just follow them around?
that
I
just
see-
follow you around.
Yeah,
through
there's
your
like a
phone.
suitcase, right?
No, your phone, it'll connect to your phone and just wherever your phone's at, it'll follow.
That's
Oh.
weird.
So we're looking for sponsors and partnership here at the Deeper
Yeah.
Issues Nerdcast. Anybody's got a company that's got little robots that follow you around?
We need it.
We need little robots.
Carry our VHSs.
Yeah, really awesome. Fizme, I obviously like if you look behind Ty, because I mean, like
We love VHSs here.
Yeah.
we watch a lot of tapes here. We have a lot of tapes, and yeah, I mean, you can even see this new movie that I bought on VHS because I'm like, I just need to have something on VHS. So yeah, that's what's going on. Sorry. Cool. Are we moving on? Is there anything else you guys adding before we get there?
No.
No.
Diddy's drinking a White Claw for the first time, by the way. This is news and stuff.
I just had to look at the alcohol percentage on it. I was
That's not why you're like drunk already. You're
no,
like,
I just
feeling
like
this White
I
Claw.
was like, what the hell?
It's a
And
low percentage.
She's like,
It's
there's
5%.
alcohol in here?
yeah, that's what I was doing when you literally said that. I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
it's like 100 calories, like what, one carb or something like one.
oh, I don't know,
Yeah, I mean that's.
but it's 5%, so it's not that bad.
no, it's not that
Oh.
bad.
White Claw, sponsor us.
What? Hey, we're looking for sponsorship and partners here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, and I mean we drank the tequila the Doritos vodka, so we're not above drinking on the show. Clearly, Yeah.
Hey, I don't
feel like
know
I
what
should've
that
got
says
it.
about us because
I feel like we should have got paid for that.
definitely should have got paid for that.
yeah. A few before we dive into the news and stuff. Want to a lot of unfortunate passings of some of our favorite performers in the last couple of weeks. These things do come in three, and I think this week, three major like giants of the industry passing. One of the most surprising ones, in my opinion, Ken Page passed away. Ken
Yeah.
Page, famously of the voice of Oogie Boogie
Mhm.
from Nightmare Before Christmas. He was the crocodile in All Dogs Go to Heaven. And he played Old Deuteronomy in the original Cats. Yeah, of course. Old Deuteronomy has had many lives.
Jesus.
Surprising because we just saw Ken Page at FanX
Did.
last year, and he looked. I don't think they've released
Oh.
information about him, how he passed, and then he was just at Creep It Real like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, or like maybe even
Dang,
maybe a month
just
ago.
working like that up until then.
And he seemed of good health, and we lost a crazy amazing performer, Ken Page. Yeah, rest in power, sir. Other untimely passing, Chris Christopherson, famously, and Diddy, you had some fact. I mean, I know him from. He was Whistler in the Blade movies.
Yeah,
So-
I've never seen Blade. I know
Wow.
him as like a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
I mean, he wrote some of our favorite songs that you would not associate with him because like you don't know that he wrote them, but like Sunday Morning, he wrote Johnny Cash
Wow.
famously sang. a ton of songs. Like you'd be shocked. You'd be like, "Whoa, he wrote that." He's an amazing songwriter,
He was in the original A Star Is Born.
and he was
film.
in the original *Star Is Born*. I think he was Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. I don't know. He's in westerns.
Yeah, he was. He was in the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. Yeah, he was in a lot of
Interesting.
westerns. Born 1936, passed 2024. How old does that make him? Sorry, we have to do some math really quick.
He was a genius
Yeah, 88.
and a good guy too.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine so. I don't think we.
No, some like people were booing Sinead O'Connor, like booing her, throwing stuff at her, all this stuff on stage, and like Chris Christopherson came out and like took her and like guarded her and like let her off stage. It was like really
She
cool.
got a lot of hate for a hot minute. Not to dive down this Sinead O'Connor rabbit hole, but I don't understand what all the hate. I mean, maybe I don't know.
She was just an activist and very outspoken, unapologetically. Whoa, couldn't say that.
Yeah.
Outspoken.
Chris Christopherson wrote Riders in the Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, he wrote Highwayman?
Yeah.
I was a highwayman.
Go on.
He wrote City of New Orleans, Sunday Morning Coming, To Beat the Devil. Let's see if anything stands out. He wrote Folsom Prison Blues.
No. Does it say he did?
Maybe he was just on
He accompanied
Johnny Cash on that.
accompanist.
He done accompanist. A Ring of Fire says. Silver Stallion, Mama Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Cowboys, Evergreen. I have to check on this, but this is just songs that are listed on the very first Google search I did. I wish we should have done
We are
better
so
prep
good.
work for
We're
this.
so good at news.
We're so good at news.
We're not journalists.
This is
all
why
right?
people come here, baby.
Yeah,
That's right.
for misinformation.
Misinformation.
Hey, these are just alternate
Misinformation.
alternate.
I
facts.
hardly know her.
Over.
That's so stupid.
Wow.
I'm back, baby.
That's right.
Rest in power, Chris Christopherson there.
Yes.
And then lastly, Dame Maggie Smith passed away as well since the last time we've been on.
Yeah.
Famously, Professor McGonagall from Harry Potter. Ty pointed out today she was the stuck-up nun in Sister Act.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
And for me, like my favorite performance of hers is always going to be Granny Wendy in Hook.
Hook.
Yeah, the first time her character is presented in the film, the hello boy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then Diddy, you had some factoids about she was like way young in that movie, by the way.
oh, she was 56 in that movie.
Yeah.
And the makeup was so good that it literally confused us for 3 decades. Like, how the hell does she still?
How did she do
How
it so
old
well?
is this woman?
Yeah.
Literally, we're dumb. And for years, I was just like, damn, she is so old. Like, she must be like 200. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's 56 in Hook.
In Hook. She's nice. She passed away at the age of 90. Or I guess 89 according to the New York Times here.
Almost made it.
Almost made it to 90. And the photo I have of her, I was just like, man, she was stunning.
She was a beautiful woman.
Yeah. I mean, even at an older age,
Yeah.
like she was had a beautiful presence and aura about it, obviously, which is why
Yeah.
she's Dame Maggie Smith. But yeah.
She bought Harry Potter his first broomstick, the Nimbus.
No. Do we know that was her for sure that actually bought it?
Yeah. It's McGonagall that gets him the broom.
Does it say that in the book or something?
Yeah. It alludes. Yeah. It's her.
It's her. It's McGonagall does it. I don't know if that was McGonagall that does it.
Okay. Somebody comment. I think I'm right.
What if it was Dumbledore? What if
It was McGonagall.
All
the
right,
guy
chat. What is it?
Anybody in there?
Anybody in there?
Yeah, anybody-
Instagram.
Out there.
Instagram.
Somebody said, "Bah, give Olivia another drink."
God damn it.
Shout out Cosmo. He was the highwayman for Chris Christopherson. Yeah.
What the hell?
He's only had this one White Club. It's her first
It's not
White
even
Club.
one. I've had 2 sips.
We get more here on YouTube. Says put Toby Keith in his place. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but
Toby.
They're talking about me. Replace
Christmas-
me.
Yeah, replace Ty.
Replace me.
You can't replace
He's
Ty
done.
with
He's
Toby
done.
Keith.
We're bad at reading the comments.
Yeah, we're terrible at this.
I'm
In about
sorry.
10 minutes or 15 minutes, we'll see one that answers the question about McGonagall.
Yeah, Olivia is always right, by the way.
Ah,
Who
there
said
it
it?
Yeah.
is. 10 points for you.
10 points.
It's Gryffindor.
Shit. No, man, Maggie Smith, and you're right, that film was never nominated for makeup,
No,
which their makeup was insanely good in that
it was
film.
so good.
I mean, Glenn Close is the
Mm.
pirate. that
No
goes in
one
the
knows
boombox.
Glenn Close
Yeah.
is in that movie.
Yeah.
It's very good makeup.
And Dustin Hoffman's like, come on, he is Captain Hook.
He is Captain Hook.
It's fantastic.
Unless it's like once upon a time, and it's like the hot Captain Hook, and then you're kind of like, okay,
Oh, was that?
the hot Captain Hook.
I'll
Okay,
accept sexy Captain Hook.
yeah, we'll love it.
That's actually my Halloween costume this year, sexy Captain Hook.
Okay,
All right, let me correct myself. Slutty Captain Hook.
yes,
He's wearing the hook and
We're not-
nothing else.
And the hook's not on my hand.
Oh no,
Yeah, welcome to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Rest in power, Maggie Smith.
Yes.
This just devolved. Wow.
horrific. Am I a bad person?
This is what we're questioning here.
No, it's the children that are wrong.
Let's get to the okay. So here's some actual did a little digging, a little investigative journalism this week. RoboCop TV series at Amazon sets Peter Oko as the showrunner and James Wan to produce.
Ooh,
Mm.
Are RoboCop fans? Anybody?
Yeah, I remember watching.
I've never
RoboCop.
seen it.
You've never seen the original RoboCop?
Mm-mm.
I watched the original with my dad. Man, those effects.
Robo wants an Oreo. Peter Weller, famously, I mean, like, what was it? Is it Star Trek? But I mean, for me, it was always, I don't know, it was always RoboCop. And the other thing is, Kurtwood Smith, the guy who plays like Red in That 70s Show,
Yeah.
Oh,
was like a villainous
Oh.
drug dealer in the movie. In the first one. But the thing about RoboCop is, if you've never seen it, cool. It's bananas, like
yeah.
80s gold. And one of the most brutal death scenes in any film, in how they kill the police officer that eventually becomes RoboCop. I'm sorry, how they unalive him, or whatever anybody says.
How do they kill him?
He's just shot. They
Oh.
just turn him into Swiss cheese. But it is
I didn't like that imagery.
it is such a brutal death scene. And then there was a RoboCop remake
What?
in 2014
Oh,
Was there?
I
really?
did not know that.
that I
Haven't
don't
seen it.
it flew under the radar.
Who's?
Who plays RoboCop in that
Yeah.
movie was your next question. Well,
Who is it?
oh, I don't even Joel Kinnaman. I'm trying
I
to
saw
think
it
of
from
what
here, and
else-
I thought John Cena.
Oh, he's from all this John Cena.
That's why we haven't seen
I was
No.
like, damn, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he plays Rick Flag in the James Gunn Suicide
it.
Squad.
Yes.
Oh, that. Okay.
Oh man, if John Cena played RoboCop,
Yeah, I was like,
did he?
that- I think I just
Hey,
did something there.
Yeah.
Hey, John Cena, get in touch with us. We got a project.
yeah.
We got a project.
I'm gonna email James Wan right now. you're gonna hear it from me, James Wan. You need John Cena as
I should
Holy
be
smoke.
a casting director.
You should.
Yeah.
We all should be.
Be. Yeah.
We know who to cast.
Oh yeah.
This is just one of the instances where I read the headlines, by the way. So I don't know. Please don't ask me anything else about this
Yes.
show. However, if it would be Joel Kinnaman coming back and they would kind of do some offshoot of that was it 2014 when that movie came out?
But Suicide.
No,
What?
not Suicide, RoboCop. Yeah,
Oh.
2014. Like I said, I feel like the movie was a little under. There was some. It wasn't perfect.
I I haven't seen.
I mean, watch the original RoboCop. If you're introducing yourself to RoboCop, just watch.
Yeah, you
watch.
gotta watch the original.
John's not too big for RoboCop, Cosmo. He's not. All right.
What?
John Cosmo
God,
says,
it's too big. I just hit my head on the
No,
microphone.
man.
What?
He needs to be bulky.
What?
What?
This is
Mhm.
I'm giving a shout out to the folks at Arsenal Comics, but they faked me out today, by the way. I don't know, this falls in the end stuff category. A new Barbarella comic book dropped today.
Mhm.
Famously, we had this discussion about Sydney Sweeney.
Who?
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, okay.
Will be playing Barbarella in an Edgar Wright helmed film, which is awesome.
Yeah.
No
notes. That sounds great.
No notes.
Arsenal Comic posted this, and as we were leaving Golden Apple, and I almost flipped a U-turn, and I was like, "Die!" Sydney Sweeney's at Arsenal.
Oh God.
But they even said it. They were like, "No,
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry.
Sir,
Like, Papa, please.
you need to
We're
leave.
driving.
But yeah, they were talking about they're like, our lawyer said we have to legally state that Sydney Sweeney was not actually at our shop. This was photoshopped.
Oh,
But I laid it on Funky over at Comic Book Hideout today. I'm like, hey, you know that Sydney Sweeney's gonna play Barbarella in a Barbarella film? And he's like, and I was like, but did you know that Edgar Wright is gonna direct that Barbarella film? And he was like,
that's
right?
honestly, yeah.
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 100%.
100%.
So
100.
we'll talk about that Barbarella comic here in a little bit. But that's just shout out to Arsenal for faking me out and almost making us wreck today.
I was just a passenger.
Here's some
Yeah.
news from the fine folks at IGN. I mean, if there's anybody that's equally as good a journalist as we are here at the Deep Reviews Nerdcast, IGN is, I don't know who's running their Instagram account or why they would let this happen. Will Smith farts once to clear out the Men in Black soundstage for 3 hours, says director via Variety.
Wait.
What?
What?
I don't think we understood what word you just said.
I don't understand.
I will reread this
farted?
headline. Yeah, his fart
For 3 hours?
Yeah, his fart once cleared out the Men in Black soundstage for 3 hours.
No way.
I don't know why this
What's
is news.
he up to?
Was it lingering that long?
Yeah, it lingered.
I don't know, man. I didn't read the Variety article.
That's the headline?
That's just the headline. That's what I'm saying. IGN. But I mean,
Hey.
you know what? This is the type of news
That's
that I wanna
some journalism right there. Like, what?
That's
Well,
some
they
clickbait
wrote a-
right there.
This is
Whole article about that?
it's a Variety article. They're just posting the headline from Variety. And
Okay.
in a recent podcast interview, Men in Black director Barry Sonfeld revealed that Will Smith is a farter. And there's a quote, Will Smith is a farter. And they evacuated the
It's so
stage
crazy.
for 3 hours. And that's incredible. No, he's, a lovely guy. He just farts.
Oh, no, he's a lovely guy. He's just rotten on the inside.
Good day, traveling Bushman, for joining us.
That's crazy.
I don't know why IGN would report this.
That's a weird story.
It's a slow news day, I
Yeah,
guess.
slow news day.
Well, I just my thing is just I gotta read the comments section.
If I read that, I'd be like, what could this possibly mean?
Yeah.
What?
But you know what?
What am I hearing? And what am I consuming now in the media? Hell,
Look, that headline did its job. It makes you want to read the article.
no, I
What's
feel
going
brain
on?
dead.
This is
I brain rot.
Brain rot.
this is my favorite comment. IGN scores his farts a solid yet liquid 10 out of 10.
Brain rot.
Uh,
What's wrong with the world?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then there's also a lot of jokes about Will Smith at some of Diddy's parties.
That's not funny.
And then
Not our Diddy's parties.
Not mine.
not Olivia's parties.
Not mine.
Yeah.
And then this is my other favorite one, Adam's Family 22. Keep my farts out your damn mouth.
Jesus. It's so bad. It's funny. Like it's so not funny. It's funny.
I don't know why IGN decided to report on this, but why are we reporting when IGN
Yeah.
Yeah.
started in Variety to IGN to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast? We're at the bottom. There's IGN, there's a little fish, there's whale poo,
And then there's a.
and then there's and then there's us. Anybody else? That's how
I have something. Okay.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, and this was like, I think this was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I was not here.
Okay.
Cartoon Network kind of did like a teaser for Over the Garden Wall.
Yes.
They just sort of they had the music playing, and then they put a date. It was just a commercial, and they just had like the date and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was 2 weeks ago, and then I looked at because I was like, "What the hell?" And so, yeah,
That was it.
they're doing they're
Oh,
they're revamping, they're re-releasing.
So
They're doing a new show.
they're not doing a new show. What they're going to be doing is
And see, this is I read the headline, and then Ty swoops in
no.
the
the actual article.
stuff.
They're doing a. Do you guys know Galaxy Nucleus, the little art exhibit in
No.
LA?
Yeah.
They're having an event. So maybe a screening, and maybe like I think the original artist is going to be there doing signed prints and doing autographs.
Yeah. Oh, I found it.
But I also read that the studio that did Wallace and Gromit, like, is taking on Over the Garden Wall, and they're doing a new special this fall.
Oh.
Wow.
That's what I read, and I don't know if that's fake, but it's on a few different websites.
Ooh, it's the rumor mill now around here.
So I don't know, because they posted that, and then a bunch of stuff about Over the Garden Wall came out. So it's kind of like, what do you believe? But the studio that made Wallace and Gromit said like it's like, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I've read a few articles that saying they're picking it up, and there's going to be a new special.
New special, like they didn't say anything like in terms of like cast or
Nothing.
like they got Elijah Wood back.
They literally just kept this under wraps like so hard too.
Yeah.
I like we haven't heard anything. And so
Oh no,
I don't know.
You're right. You're right, Diddy, by the way. This is from inverse.com. It says Over the Garden Wall is getting a stop motion follow-up.
yeah.
And that's a rock fact.
And that's a rock fact.
Inverse can now confirm that the up-and-coming tribute to the Over the Garden Wall will be a 2-minute stop-motion short created by Patrick McHale, who created the original series, and Aardman, the animation studio behind Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
The video will be available on Cartoon Network's YouTube channel and other social media platforms.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
But Ty was also right.
But that's what I mean. They posted something, and it was like a bunch of announcements at once. So it was kind of like, what do I even believe? I don't know.
Well, this is the season to watch Over the Garden. Ty introduced me to Over the Garden Wall, by the way. So, but this is like Over the Garden Wall season.
Got to get that on VHS.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You wouldn't even imagine how good. No, it is.
No, I found a person.
I found a person too.
Look at that.
Who makes Over the Garden Wall on VHS?
Oh yeah.
Well, we're looking for partnerships and sponsors here at
yes.
the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Yeah. So the other thing is Gallery Nucleus, in honor of Over the Garden Wall's 10-year anniversary. Gallery Nucleus is welcoming back Gallery Patrick McHale and the Blasting Company. That'll begin with a signing with show creator Patrick McHale and band leaders Joshua Kaufman and Justin Rubenstein, and will conclude with a full concert of the music of Over the Garden Wall by the Blasting Company and with special guests. Brand new exclusive art prints will be released, and cosplay is encouraged. We're looking for sponsorships and partnerships. No, this is cool. This may be something worth doing. I mean, like,
Oh, I definitely want to do this.
For your Halloween
I'll dress up like Wirt, because I was already thinking I would dress up like Wirt this year.
Oh my God, please, because my other friend was going to do the same, and I'm going to be Greg.
That's like
and then we can just
yeah.
Are we going, you guys?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah, we're
Are
going.
we going?
See you guys there. We will
See
be
you
there for that Over the
What
Garden
day is that?
The 29th. It's like a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So it's the Halloween week.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, me lover.
I'm available. No, if you don't know what Over the Garden Wall is, this is what we'll do a little nerd explaining. Over the Garden Wall is an animated miniseries created for Cartoon Network by Patrick McHale. And the series is like surrounds two brothers traveling through a mysterious forest. Elijah Woods, Colin Dean, Christopher Lloyd provide voices. Tim Curry provides voices. Chris Isaac, Shirley Jones, Thomas Lennon, Jack Jones. It's like really beautiful, eerie, weird, fantastic series, and it's so perfect to watch this time of
Cozy,
yeah,
creepy,
cozy,
lovely,
creepy, and lovely.
And it's so good. It's
so
such
good.
a like a the symbolism in it is like out of control, and the way it could just be like sort of just a surface, like, oh, this is fun to watch and you don't have to think about it, or the way you're like, oh, this is Dante's Inferno and they're going through the 7 layers of hell, and you know what I mean? Like it's so brilliant.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack. It's one of
those
those
a lot
shows.
to unpack, or you can just watch it for what it is and you don't even have to think about anything else, and it's just still such a good time.
Yeah, it is good.
A little bit of a fever dream though.
Yeah. I think the first time I watched it, I was like sick, and I'm like, oh, my friends are talking about the show. Oh, each episode's 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll put it on. And I watched it like 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Like the symbolism. And I was like, I just want to turn off my brain and watch some show. Like a happy show.
And then you're watching and you're like, oh my God.
How many episodes is it total?
10.
10.
Yeah, and they're just 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I've watched it so many times.
To the Pottsfield episode, it was like a fever dream and a half. And I was like, okay, hold on. I got to like wake up.
You're not ready yet. What the hell?
Why are you taking... Oh, so
cool.
Cool. Ooh, brother.
That's news and stuff.
How about that? No, I learned
Wow. All right. Next up here, we have our, I don't know if we don't have an official intro or sound for this, but we do need it. This is today's haul, actually. I know you're jumping the gun, Ty.
Listen, hand me the books and I'll throw it here.
Oh, okay. Look. So we got a new angle here, by the way. We're like the QVC over here now. Yeah, but I need to hand them to Diddy, and then I guess, but I'm sorry, Diddy. I guess I got to hand these to Ty now.
It's okay.
Here are some other number ones that came out this week that we did not have a chance to read, but they're all pretty cool. And yeah, if you want to find some number one comics, if you want a reason to walk into your comic shop, The Creeping Below is not the only number one that came out this week. There's a lot of really cool things that are non-Marvel DC that you can just have a clear jumping off point. And that is what today's haul is. Firstly, Barbarella. Once more, this is how I got faked out by Arsenal Comics about Barbarella. Here it is. Like, they faked me out because they were like, hey, oh my gosh, Sydney Sweeney's here. But I'm like, no, Sydney Sweeney is not here. But the new Barbarella book that is developing a little buzz specifically because of the Edgar Wright helmed film did drop today. I will post. Actually, I'll just give this to Ty. Sorry, Diddy. He can give it to you.
No, I'll get it. I'm gonna get that book.
I'm gonna get that book. Really beautiful art. Writer Blake Northcutt. Man, I don't. It doesn't give me the other information on who wrote it here. This is from Dynamite Entertainment. This is, I guess, their cover A. Let me see. Blake Northcutt wrote it. It is a $3.99 book. Let's see if I can find anything on the art. Keenan Yarer. Oh no, this is a different Barbarella number one. Why am I not finding it? Thanks, Dynamite. Really cool either way. From Blake Northcutt, right? Fresh off Saving the Universe. Yeah, she works big. From being the newest enslaved to self-proclaimed gods by self-proclaimed gods in Barbarella, the center cannot hold. Barbs and the Vix are ready for a little R&R, that they're about to discover that not all pleasure planets are created equal. In fact, some are downright unreal. Yeah, new book here from Dynamite. So if you're a fan of, I guess, the original Barbarella, there is some new Barbarella out there for you. Man, I really want to find out. Anna Morozova, I think, is who did the art here. And there are so many variants and covers for this book. Yeah, Anna Morozova was the artist on this book, and writer Blake Northcutt. So it's actually a female-helmed book, which traditionally, or like usually, the Barbarella books are like exploitative films written. I mean, yeah, exploitation sort of films or comics written by men, but in this case, this is a female team.
We're taking it back.
Yeah, taking it back and owning it. Really, really cool book there. From Dynamite #1. This was our runner-up. This was the other book that we were gonna read that we did not read. It's there we go. Where are we? Oh wow, Skin Police from Oni Press. Fine folks at Oni Press. Here, Ty, let me hand this to you.
Is this like safe to show?
I don't know, Ty. So I wouldn't necessarily, maybe do a flip through, on your own there, and before you kind of show anything.
It's a little bloody.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So peel back the layers of an action-packed science fiction dystopia like no other. Went on sale today from Jordan Thomas, Daniel Geet, Jason Wordy, and Jeff Powell. The multiple Eisner Award-winning publisher of the groundbreaking comics and graphic novels since 1997. The year is 2142. Fertility levels around the globe plummeted, and a black market for illegal clone babies emerged. Millions of parents used their own genetic material to welcome these new children, only realizing the horrific consequences far too late. At some point in their life cycle, 3 in 4 of these genetic duplicates transform into a psychologically unstable killing machine known as a dupe. Fortunately, the United States of Europe has decided to take action or an active role in containing the growing threat. Their specialized task force is in task of hunting down the dupes before their violence can spread. Pretty weird. This reminds me of the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, where like James Gunn has the
hybrid animal things.
Yeah, those like little hybrid animal-y sort of things, but
it's like the genetic opera.
Yeah, it's well, no, not the hybrid animal. But there's like a organic corp or something like that.
Oh yes,
like a building that's like one big organic living thing.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty freaking weird. But it looks really cool. Johnny Gatlin. This is from Zombie Love Studios. Here is a #1. Lucky for us, once more, shout out to Golden Apple Comics. They carry a lot of small press books. This is a smaller press book, so it may be a tougher one to be able to track down. But Johnny Gatlin from Zombie Love Studios. The Philadelphia universe expands. Hell's got a new sheriff. Corson, the master demon, is making a play for control of hell. This will be no simple task, so he sent his ministers of mayhem on a very special mission. Who might that be? Johnny Gatlin. Once the greatest gunfighter in the Wild West, now dead, Johnny has taken his talents to a dark realm where he tames that which cannot be tamed. From writer Rodney Barnes. Rodney Barnes, a famous kind of horror writer. Amazing, super. Anything that Rodney Barnes is writes actually is pretty amazing. But yeah, he famously of Philadelphia wrote some Falcon the Winter Soldier. I think wrote a Blackula comic. Wrote the Lando comic. But he's like he's a master of horror and like a psychological kind of mind screws, if you will. So yeah, pretty cool book there from Rodney Barnes. Check that out at your local comic shop. Next up, let's see. This from Magma, Liquid Hot Magma Comics. Night of the Slashers, #1. Magma's coming up with a lot of stuff. This is a really cool publisher that I would love more people to be aware of. They did Principles of Necromancy, which is a beautifully drawn, weird horror book. I think they have the new AJ Mendez, Amy Garcia comic, Day of the Dead Girl, amongst a bunch of other really awesome titles. Magmacomics.com, comics with an X. Night of the Slashers here. We're in spooky season. Hill Creek is a lovely place to visit, except the one night a year its citizens transform into bloodthirsty maniacs. Of course, that's the very night Laura's bus breaks down, straining the delusional teen and her classmates in the secluded town. Secrets uncovered, terror at every turn. Will anyone survive the night? New York Times bestseller, selling winner writer Cavan Scott, Paul Fry bring you this unlimited gore, horror-loving slasher fest. This is a $4 book. So 32 pages, traditional kind of book. So Magma Comics, check out Night of the Slashers. Okay.
Okay.
This is a YA book, which you would not expect to be coming out of who it's coming from. But John Carpenter and his comic book company, Storm King Comics, has this Storm Kids called Once Upon a Grub, a Grimmstown Terror Tale. This looks adorable. I think you can flip through this one, actually.
I probably shouldn't have flipped through that other one.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Meet Grub, a whimsical booger troll with the heart as big as his love for Halloween. Though Grub embraces his unique appearance, he holds a secret dream of becoming a regular human child. So cute already. His chance arrives once Halloween night when he meets the Willy Witch in the woods. With a wish, the Willy Witch in the woods, y'all. With a wish in his heart, Grub embarks on a thrilling adventure. Along the way, he befriends a Sprite, a valiant elf warrior, Pinky, a giant fearsome frog, and Whisper, a ghostly woodland spirit. Each with their own heartfelt wishes. Together, they must find the spirit of Halloween before the clock strikes midnight. This book looks awesome. Neo Edmond is the writer. I want to say, can you check the cover there, Ty? Is that Neo Edmond who writes that one, is like draws it as well, the inside? Because right here it's only listing who does art on that, or yeah.
Says cover art by Walter Carzone, Mauricio Tonellini, and Jeff Ball.
But that's just cover art.
Yeah.
So, but interior is
Oh, I'm sorry.
no worries.
I don't see anything.
No, right? So,
Yeah.
Oh no, here I found it.
Okay.
Written by Neo Edmond and art by Walter Carazon. Oh, so who also did one of the covers as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It says pencils. There we go.
There you go.
Not bad.
There it is. This book looks awesome. And if you're looking for a young audience or YA book, something you can share with your kids, Once Upon a Grub looks super, super cool. I love Storm King Comics. There's a Storm King Comics signing coming up at Golden Apple. Here, you want me to hand that to Diddy?
Yeah.
This looks so cool. I love the art in that book. Finally, new number one. And let me pull it because I got to pull up a different source here because so this is coming from Image and Ghost Machine. So funny that Image is doing so many partnerships now with like Skybound,
Right.
Ghost Machine. What was the Rick Remender's one? That's like a satellite, big satellite.
Oh yeah.
A new epic era. A new epic era in character-centered horror begins as Ghost Machine launches Hyde Street. So what's interesting about Hyde Street is the team behind it are not. This is their. I don't know for sure if this is his first creator-owned book, but this comes from Jeff Johns and Ivan Reis of Green Lantern's Blackest Night, Aquaman. Famously, Jeff Johns, was even in charge, I think, of the Green Lantern movie. Didn't do too well.
No.
You guys recall that Green Lantern film with the young Mr. Ryan Reynolds? In a city and town off every country road and Metropolis Avenue, if you make the wrong turn, you might find yourself on Hyde Street. but be careful who you talk to and what you do, because the consequences make death itself seem like the easy way out. Introducing Mr. X-Ray, Frankie, the world's most dangerous scout, Miss Good Boy, and many more. Out to delight, fright, and say goodnight. What is their secret and that of Hyde Street? Only they know. For now, this looks really cool as well.
I got to flip through it.
Yeah.
It was really good. I like the art a lot. I have to be careful on what pages I turn to because
Okay.
it is very, very graphic in the bloody sense, and I
Some gore.
enjoy that, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna let us get kicked out or
Yeah, maybe we won't. I mean, and look, find this. It's out now.
out now.
Jeff Johns is another person that's going to be, I think, at the Golden Apple booth doing a signing for this book, which looks super, super awesome. I'm very excited to read it. We didn't read it for today's show, but it will. It is definitely. I mean, I bought it, right? So there it is. And yeah, finally, before we get to our main event, well, two things actually I'll talk about. Paranoid Gardens issue 3 came out. If you're behind
I
on
can't
Paranoid,
even get issue 2.
I have an issue 2 if you need.
I do. Need
Comic Book Hideout still has plenty of copies of issues 1 and 2. Golden Apple had
Golden
plenty
Apple.
of copies.
That's where I picked up mine.
Issues 1 and 2. I'm sorry, I should have known, but yeah. So if you're in LA, check out Golden Apple. If you are in Orange County, Comic Book Hideout. I know if you are a fan of Gerard Way, Umbrella Academy, My Chemical Romance, really cool comic book out there. We have a whole episode about it, so you can go back and watch our episode where we discuss Paranoid Garden, and yeah, give it a read, check it out, let us know what you think. A couple of other like second printings came out as well. I think Standing Still got a second printing. Gromit's got a second printing. Gromit's got a fourth printing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
Issue 1 of Gromit's, and then issues 2 and 3 got a second printing. Because Gromit's is amazing, and that was the one cool thing we got to talk to Brian Posehn. Keep an eye out for that interview on the channel. But Gromit's is like Gromit's and Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. And I said that not just because Jerry was there. Those are probably 2 of my favorite comics out
Yeah.
right now. They're
Yeah,
so good.
100%.
But Gromit's like, man, I was so excited to just talk about this book. It's so amazing. Stand Still, once more, also really awesome book, Lilo Ridge book. Check out all those episodes because we do talk about those books, and the second printings of issue 1. I'm sorry, the fourth printings of issue 1s are out, and second printings of issues 2 and 3. So you can go to your local comic shop because they all dropped today. Watch the episode, see if it's something that you'd like. Or if you just kind of even just, I don't know, use the Google machine. I'm sure you can find it and see if it's something that you will like as well. Lastly, this is a local creator. So yeah, this is a really cool one. Demi Nayato. Demi Nayato. I picked this up at the locals rack here because I loved her other book. But this book is called Morning Doves Are People Too. It's a simple kind of zine style indie comic. I love supporting stuff like this too because I love supporting, like, this is coming directly from the artist / writer. Her other book is fantastic as well, which you can find over on the racks at Golden Apple. This is The Pigeons of Los Angeles. So big bird watcher, Demi. But super charming, beautiful little kind of zine style books that you can find at your local comic shop now. So that was really exciting. Morning Doves Are People Too. I think she had just restocked them because I wasn't able to find that book last time. I think Joe had told me about it. But Pigeons of Los Angeles is up on their racks as well.
Nice.
So, yeah. Diddy, actually, before we get into the creeping below, you weren't here for our Lilith
I
conversation.
wasn't.
And we're going to just quick reaction shot here because if you haven't had a shot, last week we read Lilith, issue 1. A lot of really cool variants. One of the most famous variants in these black bag runs was the Zoe Thurgood variant. So it comes like an old nudie magazine in a black bag. And Ty took the other Zoe Thurgood cover, and I was like, man, I gotta take this I gotta put another one in a comic capsule. But Lilith, although it was a little sultry and sexy, very charming little book there at the end of it.
I want it.
You want that? I had to track that down. That was a tougher one to track down.
It's like cute.
No, you get the Jolly variant. Did you see the details in it?
It's amazing.
Do you see that detail?
Oh my god. Damn. You gotta zoom in for that one.
No, don't zoom in at all. We cannot show this.
No, I
cannot
meant
show-
my eyes.
Oh yeah.
I literally had to be like, what detail? Yeah.
We can't. There are some details in that book, but I mean, the book is really awesome from Vault. Once more, a digital creator that would draw this character.
Is the book like
Cut
is
away
it-
from Olivia.
is the book like that? Is when you read it, what's it up? What's up? What's it up? Like how is it like that in the inside?
No. No.
No, I mean, well, yes, it's horror, it's gore, it's Lilith, the first vampire, the first like succubus or whatever it may be.
Right.
But
it's not like
no,
this.
it's Lilith is kind of like no, it's not like that. I think, but that's just the Zoe Thurgood put her own like kind of little take on it there, and
Cool.
I think it was a very kind of like sexy drawing that the writer initially did.
Yeah. I like how it says
Here's a safe version.
18 plus warning. This book contains human anatomy.
Yeah, Corin Howell. Corin Howell did this book, and I mean it's a beautiful book. We have a full discussion on it, but it was
I
like
want this.
it was surprisingly fun. Yeah, you can have that.
Okay.
It was surprisingly like a really fun book because I was like once more if you see the episode, I was expecting like a Zenoscope book, but it was not a Zenoscope book. It was a really had some charm to it. Still a little risque, but charming nonetheless. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to show you that.
I'm covering it.
This is what you missed.
Interesting. That's a fun episode. Why didn't you guys open this on?
We did.
You did.
We did. We had a whole reaction, but I just wanted you to also see it.
And it was funny too. It was funny too.
That was crazy.
It was funny too because there were
Because I was like, this is not that crazy. And then
you took it off and you're like, oh,
And then you see the details.
there's another one too. So there's two black bag variants.
Yeah, I didn't get
And
the
then-
other one.
And then Pablo just so happened to grab the Zoe Thorogood one. I'm like, I forgot she announced this. I saw her post it on Instagram. I'm like, Pablo, I'm going to take this book.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not because of the reason why.
Well, yeah, but is it that copy or that cover?
It's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
cover.
Yeah, I took that cover.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's
I mean,
good.
it's a good cover,
The devil is in the details, as they say.
as they say.
Yeah. Cool. That is today's haul. Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We don't have to. Yeah, there you go.
Magic.
I'm so like used to like cutting the cameras. I forgot.
Magic. Let's get to it. Let's get to what we all came here to talk about, folks. The new Brian Azzarello book over here, along with Vanesa Del Rey and Hilary Jenkins. The Creeping Below. Norwegian black metal Jennifer's Body is he's kind of
All right, bye guys.
goodbye. Goodbye. Boom Studios invites you to witness the violent, electrifying descent into a bloody black metal infused revenge saga. When Val, sorry, I don't know why I almost said Hal. When Val, an American metalhead, attending a music festival abroad in Oslo, we had to Google that. I'm like, where's Oslo? Oh, Norway, Norwegian black metal, right? Is victimized and killed at the hands of a charismatically evil local black metal band. The old gods of Norse mythology raise her up and guide her along the path of a brutal vengeance in the name of women everywhere. But will she walk away? Oh, I'm sorry. But will she walk the warrior's path or become something far more terrible? Yeah, I mean, that's it. They gave it, that's spoilers. I mean, look,
That's spoiling like more than the first. Issue,
That's
too.
the book.
That's
Yeah.
the whole book.
yeah, preface this. The reason why we talk issue ones is because issue ones don't. So if you're like, you're spoiling the book, look, issue one is meant for you to like get hooked into the book. If this is enough to get you into your local comic shop, the closest local comic shop to you, go pick up the first issue. If it's something that you are into, no spoilers because you know,
They say the spoilers in the synopsis
yeah, if
of
you-
a first yeah.
exactly. If you read the synopsis, you've probably read the first issue. But we will do a little bit more of a deep dive. Really cool run of covers. We actually have 3 covers for this one.
If everyone wants to hold up their cover.
Ty's got cover A there. I've got cover. This is the FOC reveal variant.
Can I see it? That is.
That's what it says. FOC reveal
Yeah.
variant in the back.
Yes.
Datro Jr. That is cover A that Ty's got, and then Diddy's got it just says variant, which was my favorite cover actually. So when we split up those books, that's the cover I want to keep.
So
What's your cover like?
oh,
My face.
You're negotiating.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's one. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that's the cover A that Ty's got.
yeah.
Pablo. You can have this. He bought it.
You want to go over the variants?
Yeah. So Ty, yeah, there's a lot of variants. So let's go over some of them.
All right. Ready for me to butcher some names? I'm so sorry to all the artists I'm about to read out. So there is cover A, which is what I have. Cover B, I think, is what Olivia has. I'm not too sure. That's the Maria Lovelet variant. It's kind of weird. So like for variants, usually I'm used to like cover A, cover B, cover C, but cover C, D, and E are ratio variants. So cover C is the 1 in 10 ratio. It's the Maria, but the Virgin variant. So that same cover, just no words or text. Cover D is the 1 of 25 variant. That's the Mike Deodato variant. And then cover E is the 1 of 50, the Jay Lee variant.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that one on there. There you go.
There you go. Boom. And then there was a 1 per store variant. So those are a little bit more rare. That's going to be the 1 per store Jay Lee. It's the same cover, but in black and white. And then finally, the one that we did not see, because it is the Boom Direct Reserve variant. It's the Boom Studios web store variant by Chris Shellen. I can't read my own handwriting. But
Sounds like my handwriting is terrible.
yeah, dude. But yeah, that's the reserve variant. Those are typically roughly around $20, anywhere from $15 to $20, exclusive to Boom Studios web store.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
the creeping below. Look, well, let's get into it, shall we? Let's dive into this book, shall we?
Let's dive in.
It's time for our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Creeping Below here from Brian Azzarello and Vanesa Del Rey. Is that her name? Yeah, sorry, Vanesa Del Rey. Opens up. We're gonna, I guess. Oh, yeah, we have the power to flip through now. So we've got this above
live.
Yeah, opens up with the Norwegian black metal scene. Opening thoughts, Diddy. I'll throw it right to you. To get to it. What do you think about this comic?
Yeah, well, I mean, opening, I'm like, damn, I would get killed at this concert.
Yeah.
No, I like it right off the bat, just because it's like, you know, they're at a concert. You're finding out who these guys are to this band. You're like, oh, brother, these lyrics.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean,
The art already too. Also, I'm into it. I love it.
it's Norwegian black metal, so I imagine what's crazy is I feel like you'd never understand any black metal.
No, it's
lyrics.
like crazy.
So like this is probably the type of stuff that they'll say in some Norwegian black metal. But I imagine it's like a very like
Yeah, it's like collapses the universe. Skullfucker. What the fuck? Yeah.
Or yeah, it's either or a one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Likely because it's Norwegian black metal.
So I feel like you're learning like who these guys are a little bit and like
Yeah.
who the people are who go there. I don't know.
Yeah, Norwegian black metal is like that's like I think the kind of like the birthplace. Isn't there a like a film with not Kieran Culkin, but one of the Culkin brothers about like the Norwegian black, like one of the kind of like founding fathers of Norwegian black metal. And
It does sound like a movie they'd be in.
Yeah.
oh man, I gotta find the name of this film now. it's like Lords of I don't know. But I mean there's that's the Lords of Chaos.
Oh, it is Kieran Culkin.
Is that Kieran Culkin? No, that's another Culkin. That's which Culkin is that? That's the other Culkin, man.
There's 3.
That's Rory Culkin.
Rory.
Yeah, they're like the Baldwins now.
Mm.
The Culkins.
Rory
Culkin's in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the youngest of the Culkins, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the Culkins.
Schwing.
I just You're into the Culkins?
They're weird. I like it.
I like
He's
that
so weird looking. I love it.
Kieran or which one?
Well, no, Kieran. No, Rory.
Okay, Rory.
He's like he's like the most vampire-y of them all.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
I think he might be a vampire.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then, well, Lords of Chaos. So if you like Lords of Chaos, you may like this Creeping Below because it's got all that like the Norwegian black metal vibes. I mean, I don't know if you like Norwegian black metal. You'll like this book.
Yeah, right after that.
Yeah. I love Vanesa Del Rey's art.
Me too. The art is incredible.
Ty, I don't think Ty. What are your opening thoughts on the book here? I know.
Yeah, it's so funny. You're how Olivia mentioned like, oh, this concert. I'm like, looks like my Tuesday night.
Oh.
I was gonna say that because this is literally you go. I've been to these shows too.
Yeah,
like I've been there.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things too. Like I know there's bands out there like they're, and again, I don't want to spoil it because we're gonna be kind of going through it as we go. But like, you know, these band members aren't, you know, the nicest, and I feel like that goes with a lot of bands out there.
Yeah,
some of them have controversy, some of them are really just nice dudes. But yeah, these guys are just pricks.
These guys suck.
Yeah,
we find out in the 3rd page.
Yeah,
we're almost there.
Yeah, he's, you know, right here.
I think that's what you said.
She's like a fan. She's trying to talk to him, and he literally just like is like.
Well, she's a photographer, right?
Yeah, but also a fan. But he's ignoring her. Blah blah blah. Won't like talk to her really. He's like yelling at her.
Yo, and he comes and berates her in what language does Norwegian speak? Norwegian? They speak in Norway. I don't.
Don't make me look dumb on the podcast. Don't make me look dumb. No, I don't know. He's like yelling at her though, and she's like, she doesn't understand what he's saying, and she's just like,
Norwegian.
Yeah, like what? Like
yeah, he comes and berates the girl for taking a photo of him. Which like that's that scene. It's very gatekeepery and like
we know this guy.
Yeah,
I feel like I know this guy.
Yeah, I feel like I know him.
I've spent time around these dudes that are like.
I feel like I dated this guy.
Artsy metal. Oh my goodness. They're like artsy metalheads, right? Like that's kind of the thing about like Norwegian
you're
black
dumb.
metal.
You don't get it.
But and it's also like so specific, kind of like I don't know, a very specific niche.
Yeah.
Style artist or person. So like and there's a lot of chauvinism within that culture.
100%.
In a very intense way.
Yeah.
I don't want to pretend to know enough about Norway, but I feel like everybody that I've met that has been in that like Norwegian black metal scene are just, very much not fans of treating women like equals. I don't know. Is there anybody coming to the defense of the Norwegian black metal scene who's like, wait a second, man, the scene has really evolved.
We love our women here.
We love our women now. We respect them. But so berated for taking photos and
calls her a fucking tourist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Locals only fucking tourists.
It's funny because it's not a threatening accent. Hey, locals only.
Look.
Wait, that's more Canadian.
That was more Canadian.
I reverted to Canadian.
Same thing.
Also not threatening accent.
Yeah. Val meets Inga, who kind of is like, that guy's a jerk. He speaks English, but he just wanted to berate you in Norwegian.
And embarrass you and make you feel small.
Yeah, they go to a bar
Mhm.
You get a little kind of backstory. The bartender is really nice and talk about like how he was. It's just like the scene. That's just what men are like on the scene. I was him or whatever. Buys the girl a shot. Man, like I wasn't sure. I'll tell you at a first kind of scroll, I wasn't sure about the artwork, but when I get a better look at it, like I love all of it. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
the coloring, kind of how it switches during the concerts and stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hilary Jenkins colors does Vanesa Del Rey's art very, very well. AndWorld Design, once more, lettering matters
Yes.
so much in comic books, in this medium. And I mean, the lettering in There's Something Killing Children is
Oh, yeah.
amazing. It's also AndWorld Designs that did the lettering in that. So I loved kind of this introduction to these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, yes, everybody else is very hateable, but I think that was intentional
Yeah, no. of
Yeah,
course.
definitely. I feel like we're supposed to know.
that these guys are jerks.
Yeah.
Bad
Uh,
news.
But
They're bad news.
and then eventually Bao kind of sees what that scene is like and does become a little bit more assertive and kind of stands up for herself amongst some of the kind of people on the scene.
Yeah.
Meets Axel. So I don't know, that's his name, is Axel. Meets
Mhm.
Axel at a party. And Axel takes Val back and introduces her to the rest of the band with the guy that braided her to begin with. Is that him or is that the same guy?
It
The one with the long hair.
Yeah,
the
'cause
long hair, yeah.
that's what he's like. This is Gunnar Dags, and you've met.
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he
yeah.
specifically
That's the
says.
same guy.
Ty, what are we thinking here? You said nobody was.
Sorry, I'm like scrolling through the
No worries.
multitasking so hard.
Yeah, multitasking stuff. I know. David, where are you, David?
Where are you?
Yeah.
And I'm
So
so
sorry.
sorry.
What do I think?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah, like I feel like this is a very like typical like, hey, let's meet the band, and it's like kind of like this sleazy looking area, and of course there's like the groupies, there's like beer cans and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
So very much like that scene.
Yeah.
And then, like you kind of said it, you kind of know that these people are like bad news. Like you kind of get that uneasy feeling. Like, even like, Axel, like I don't trust that.
I don't trust that guy.
It's like, oh yeah, that's just how he is. And it's like, but I'm one of the good ones. It's like that type of
Yeah.
vibe. And I'm like, you're not one of the good ones. You're just like them.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, again, artwork is great. I'm going to kind of switch back over here. I love the red from the party.
Mhm.
And because like, colors matter.
Yeah.
So red obviously being more loud and more vibrant, more like of a, hey, this is uneasy. Switching directly to the cool colors. It's like, hey, this is supposed to feel calming
Mhm.
and alluring. Like, hey,
Or dirty.
And dirty. Or yeah, exactly. It's
Like this is like, oh, we're at a place and we're listening to music, and even though it's like whatever the vibe is, but
Right.
it's like there's people here with the red, and then you flip over and it's like Axel's introducing him and bringing him back. It's all like purples and blues, and it's all like, ooh.
I just noticed this.
You
little
know there are
detail,
drugs
too.
going on.
The little skull.
Yeah, in the
Yeah, the
center of the
skull.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Black metal.
Black metal, dude. Got
They-
that.
They're up
Commit to
to
the aesthetic.
weird stuff back there.
Yeah, they're being super metal and stuff. This is so I should pull up the photo of me and Danzig right now.
This is I literally thought, I was like, did he have something to do with this
I
comic?
wanted to be like, Danzig, are you reading The Creeping Below today?
Interesting.
I love that also they call somebody, they're like, oh yeah, they're bullshit poser artists. I don't know why I'm going back to
Canadian. We can't
They're
do
bullshit
Norway. It's
poser
okay.
artist. All right, yeah.
We can just admit that we can't do that
I
accent.
don't know. I mean, I don't even know what a Norwegian accent truly sounds like, to be honest with you. I did watch a
Canadian.
lot of Metalocalypse, though.
I love Metalocalypse
Me too.
so much. What the hell? I didn't know you watched that. Mello.
Anybody who says poser, though, I'm instantly like, come on.
You're the poser.
If
I
anyone
just
says
hate
poser, I'm like, you're a
Posing
poser.
You're a
for-
poser.
posers.
Trying to gatekeep.
Yeah, stop that.
Gatekeepers are posers.
Mm-hmm.
This is where, yeah.
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 Glad we're all on the same page
You
here.
seen that meme?
Yeah.
Like Gravity Falls? Yeah.
But I just rewatched Gravity Falls, so I'm just thinking Gravity Falls
Oh, such a good show.
when he does.
Also
the
coming
duplicates.
back. Oh yeah.
Don't fuck with me right now. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, we can't go into the Gravity Falls conversation mid comment, you guys.
Hey, you see me after.
He's like, I know where you live.
We'll
Okay.
go back to that. Cut to Val in the forest. So yeah, you get the red, you get the blue, and then bam, the
Boom,
green, and the
green.
brown.
And
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
And then you're in the woods.
swamp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
And then this
that
is where it
breakdown.
goes. Jennifer's body for me.
Oh,
Yeah, Devil's Kettle, kind of like there's a band luring a young girl, a fan, into the forest under the pretenses of, I don't know,
Photo shoot.
a photo shoot. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, because
Totally.
she's a photographer, which
Mm.
I
At
like
midnight
that element.
Yeah.
in the forest.
Because we're
Well,
a
that's the
black
most metal.
band.
Yes, they're a black metal band. All of this makes sense to that scene, I would
She's
say.
like, oh, okay. And she kind of mentions it earlier in the story too. Like she goes, I do a lot of advertising, fashion, but I'm
Mhm.
trying to get into the scene.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So of course, like she's gullible. Like even though
She
that's-
doesn't know what the scene is.
right.
Like it could be in the middle of the woods at midnight.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
she's traveling too. So it's not like she has
Could be a different culture.
people with her too. Like, hey, I'm gonna go shoot this with these
Yeah.
dudes in a forest by myself.
This is also, there's a lot of Hail Satans in this book.
Oh, dude, yeah, I
Like, they
know.
always drop
Oh,
the Hail. They always drop in the Hail Satan in the book.
A lot. And
Yeah.
it's almost like she's saying it at this point to feel like she's blending in
She's
with them or
included.
something.
Yeah, it
One
is.
of you.
Because
Yeah.
literally they say it a few times to her and then they're all, I don't know. I just think she says it just to be like,
Yeah.
I'm one of you. She's like, Hail Satan.
He's on.
Look at me,
Like,
guys.
Don't hurt me.
I'm more
Yeah.
of a Sale Hayton kind of guy, personally.
yeah. Hail Satan.
Sale Hayton. So yeah, she's in the forest, and there's one specific line that kind of like is the prelude to perhaps you guys don't water your gods.
I love that line.
Do you?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh.
it was a cool little line, and then bam, the band is basically like gone. And
She
Val
goes,
looks
she goes,
back.
my what?
Yeah. Wait. Let me scoot over.
Oh, you dead.
You is dead, girl.
You dead.
Child, you are in trouble.
Yeah.
All right,
Get out of there.
Val, sweetie.
When somebody says something like, perhaps you don't water your gods,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now,
Red
I
flag.
want to go, what? My what? I'd be like, what do you mean?
It's like,
I'm in the woods. Someone says that to
what do you
me.
mean?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
My what? My what? Girl, I thought you were smarter than this.
Yeah. We hear a grumbling. She then realizes the band's gone. She's like, Bags, Mom, Dad, Fuller, Uncle Ben.
Bueller? What the fuck?
This isn't funny. And kind of like flashes. I love the way that this is done because
I love this part.
yeah, like it's almost like, I mean, I've never blacked out I've only blacked out from drinking once or I think twice in my younger years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
me
never
too.
gotten to that point of inebriation, but the one time that I drank too much and it was like a Southern Comfort 100 proof.
Mm.
And then the second time it was amaretto, crown, and pineapple. And I had like about like,
Sounds sweet.
I'm just lucky I didn't get alcohol poisoning. I threw it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Those were my young dumb days. But I remember like the flashes of the evening. So that's kind of what this reminds me of, is like you just kind of get flashes and moments here of what's happening. And then all right, we can't show this page, I think, Ty. I don't
I'm not gonna show
We
it.
won't show the page.
I'm just gonna.
You can go like 2 pages
Yeah, I'm trying to.
over. Here, you can cut to me in the meantime until you
Yeah.
figure out a safe spot. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
But there's obviously like a ceremony going on.
Yeah, there's a
and
ceremony.
She's
sacrifice.
being carved into the runes,
Yeah.
and then she's all tied up.
Not as it was a little bit more fun in Jennifer's Body where they sing 8675309. Not happening in this one. Apparently, like Norwegian black metal bands aren't fans of
Adam Brody.
Is that who sings 8675309 again?
But it's Adam Brody that plays like the singer in that movie, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Adam Brody plays the.
What's that band called?
Oh, all I know is that the song is called "Through the Trees."
I'm gonna go home and watch Jennifer's Body. Just
Johnny
so you guys know.
Tommy Two-Tone? Is that who sings?
That sounds right.
That sounds like
yeah. And No Resolve and Tommy Two-Tone sing 8675309. Jenny, I got your number.
Yeah. Dang. Chris Pratt's in that movie too. I just remember that.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. He plays like a dumb yokel that's like into Jennifer.
This movie just makes me want to watch. I mean, this comic just makes me want to watch Jennifer's Body.
I'm straight up gonna go home and watch it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it right
because it's gonna play out like because in the synopsis they say it's a revenge tale.
Do you have it on VHS?
No, that was long after VHS.
I know.
That was a DVD film, but I do have it on DVD. Absolutely. After all the chaos, though, we cut to Val, who looks like she has been left for dead, covered in vines, covered in trees. I guess like they just like we're just gonna cover her up, and then not
just covered in vines. Her fingers are growing into vines.
Yeah, yeah. She just like awakens basically, and does look pretty beaten up.
She looks like she is of the earth.
Yeah, she does look like she's of the earth. We can cut to that part. And then she discovers an altar of herself. And they have like all the missing and people like doing like putting flowers, candles, vinyls of the place where Val was last seen. And
she has grown into the earth.
Yeah. She has grown into the earth for sure.
In there.
Yeah.
In there.
In there.
There is I mean, actually, before you see her kind of awaken, can you get to this page, Ty? There's like a really beautifully drawn kind of Norwegian nature god that is almost like breathing onto Val. And this page is probably my favorite piece
for sure
of this comic. And I'm hoping this is going to be like, it's a revenge tale, right? So I'm hoping there's going to be clearly some justice. And they're even saying Val in honor of like women everywhere, like is gonna friggin' wreak havoc onto this chauvinistic Norwegian death metal scene. But yeah, Val kind of discovers that she's in the woods. There was another kind of shot here that I don't. Yeah, you kind of see, and it's on the page, I guess, that we skipped, Ty, but there's like one shot here on this other page. I can pull this up too here. That you kind of see, this like Norwegian god stag in the forest, or in the like actually made up of the woods. So look, I don't know anything about the artist Vanesa Del Rey, but moving on from here on forward, anytime I see Vanesa Del Rey on a comic book, I am going to pick that book up more than likely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Her art's amazing. It's beautiful.
Her art is amazing. And I'd never heard. Okay, so really quick, there's a book called Redlands, a book called Hit. And then it looks like Vanesa Del Rey did some Marvel comics as well. Looks like she did some. Oh, did she do the Death of Wolverine? Interesting. She did. It looks like some Wolverine. She did some Miles Morales, some Moon Knight, some Scarlet Witch.
Wait, is that her cover?
No, I don't think these are her covers. I think she may have done the interior.
Oh, the interiors? Okay. Because that red, black, and blood is good.
That red, the Moon Knight?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say maybe she did some of the interiors. Let's see. So amongst all the pencilers, Vanesa Del Rey is one of the pencilers on that red, black, and blood Moon Knight book. But yeah, it looks like Vanesa Del Rey floated around the Marvel world a lot. I don't know for sure if this is her first soiree into creator-owned comics, but I loved everything about her art in this book, and I want to see more. Which brings me to the big question here: are you adding this to your pull? Are you picking it up off the wall? Or are you waiting for a trade? Diddy.
I definitely want to read the next one. I want to get to the meat of it. So that's why I would only say that I would read the trade, just because like this was, it ended right, it's ended before it even started.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Which does make me excited for the next one.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I kind of like, I love to like build it up and then read it all together
All at once.
instead of waiting. Sometimes I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this one, I want to know what happens.
I want to know how many issues this is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because issue 2 is coming out in December.
December.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna not wait until a trade. I'm probably gonna have it in my poll.
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
So you're putting it in the poll.
Yeah. I say so. December.
Let's see. I don't know if Boom gives us on their website an
Like limited
official
series.
answer.
Let's see.
Let's see. Acclaimed artist Vanesa Del Rey, Hilary Jenkins, Norse mythology. I don't know if they specifically say how many issues this is going to be. Sorry, folks. Available 10, 20. Oh, your local comic shop.
I think. Wait, what? Well, someone's saying that issue number 2 is coming out November 6th.
It says in the comic that.
Yeah, but yeah, the comic says December.
Yeah, I believe that.
I believe that. Because they're saying issue number 3 is supposed to be in December.
1 of 5, it looks like.
I feel like that's most limited series. It's always 5.
Yeah. So
because you need 5 to make a trade.
Yeah, and this is Previews World here. Well, no, I mean you're just 4 issues. There's like things like Buzzkill and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so 1 of 5 for the Creeping Below. So it's gonna be a 5-part. So you're putting in the poll.
I want to read the next one. Yeah.
You're in.
I'm in.
You're along for the ride.
I am. They got me.
Ty, you waiting on a trade, you putting it I know, I love the back.
The back's cool.
The back's my favorite.
Yeah. It is really, really cool.
I could see this as like a variant for like issue number 1 reprint.
Yeah.
I want it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'd rock that t-shirt. Ty, are you putting it in a poll? Or are you waiting for the trade or just casually strolling the shelves and snagging it if you see it?
You know, I got a lot of like Princess Mononoke vibes from this book.
That too.
Yeah, right. So I think I'm gonna add it to the poll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gonna add it to the poll.
Yeah, it was very unlike we read that distillery book Life that was Brian Azzarello that was kind of like I usually like Azzarello's stuff. I don't know what else about that specific style in that Life book that I was like,
yeah, Life wasn't my favorite.
I
didn't like the dialogue or the lettering or the
no. I'm willing to say it wasn't good.
we were honest.
Yeah, it's rare that we don't like a comic. I did not love Life. Sorry, distillery, but we're still looking for sponsorship and partners. Yeah, same thing. I'm adding it to my poll.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love this.
Yeah, I love
this. Was
book.
definitely up my alley.
Horror, I like, and it's different, right? Like you don't like. It's a very interesting sort of scene and perspective into that scene. And I love the setup. Yep, it's going to be a revenge tale. Val's obviously got these like Norse god powers here. We're gonna see. I'm excited to see how it plays. Like what exactly comes of Val. Does Val return as a regular person? And they're like,
or she like made a vine that she kills everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, is she gonna poison ivy everybody? Who knows?
Yeah. How supernatural does it get?
How supernatural does it get? I am also along for the ride. Vanesa Del Rey's artwork so does it for me.
Yeah, that's what really kind of sold me.
Same.
And
the artwork is so good.
The artwork's really great. And then Hilary Jenkins' colors as well. And then obviously the letters. Yeah, I loved this book. I would definitely, what would you guys say to a new comic book reader? How else would you sell them? Would you say Princess
Mononoke, Jennifer's Body?
Boom.
Had
together.
A baby.
On the Norwegian black metal scene.
100%.
Yep.
It's those two. Yeah.
It's those two put together in a nutshell.
There you have it, folks. In a nutshell.
We doing the new thing? Who you casting as Vanessa? Val.
This is a thing? I
Sydney
like
Sweeney, Alessandra Daddario.
Florence Pugh.
All right.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Have you guys seen her with her like cute little mullet that she has? She could totally do this.
Yeah, I mean, I saw her in Fighting with My Family where she plays Soraya Knight, and yeah, I could definitely see her.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
This would make for a pretty interesting film.
A24.
A24.
Hey, we got you. Okay.
We got
Florence Pugh, A24. We'll be there.
you. We'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll bring whatever you want. Sponsor us.
Sponsor, please.
Yeah. We're looking for sponsors and partnerships. Okay.
Please.
Here we are. Look at our production value. Look at this lighting, folks. All right. Cool. Guys, anything else we're going to add before we roll out here and call it quits for the evening?
What are we on the scale of 1 to...
Are we
Guitar
rating this?
picks.
I thought we were just
Guitar
full,
picks.
Oh, that's right. We're doing the whole like
just
full.
the full. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't rate stuff.
Honestly, every time we rate something, I'm like,
It's a
gives me
tough
heartburn.
one.
Gives me heartburn. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. What do you mean?
It's definitely going in my poll.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all I
definitely
know.
going in my poll.
Yeah, that is definitely happening. Once more, we'll see you at LA Comic Con. Come find us. Come get some VHSs. Give us a follow. Give me a follow. If you enjoyed this episode, do all the YouTube things. I don't know. I'm terrible at that. Like, hit the little bell icon. Hit subscribe. Feel free to share.
Yeah.
Visit your local comic shop. Find The Creeping Below from Boom Studios. There. We can find Ty. Ty, where can we find you?
At home. No, at Ty Photography on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok. I don't have anything posted there. I also have my updated website, tytyphotography.com.
Ooh,
Yeah.
did he?
Here.
Yeah.
At Deeper Issues Nerdcast. And then also live.julian Instagram.
You're on TikTok.
And TikTok. Yeah, I make
You're on
some
TikTok.
TikToks.
You have some
on
funny TikToks.
there. I do.
Right.
I do.
Diddy's got jokes.
I got jokes.
She's the good Diddy now. She's the only Diddy now.
That's right.
The other one's burnt.
Yeah,
We've been
that's-
saying this. I've been saying this.
Yeah,
I'm the only Diddy.
yeah. The only Diddy, the one true Diddy. You are the Diddy. I'm gonna present you with a sword right now.
There can only be one.
You can follow myself also, Deeper Issues Nerdcast. I'll
Yeah.
be here. Find us at LA Comic Con.
We got VHSs for
We got
you.
some
Yeah.
VHS tapes for you fine folks out there. If you want to get them signed by all the super cool celebrities out there.
Oh yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday for me.
Okay.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday will be the day. Actually, we'll be there
Yeah.
Friday as well, but Saturday for sure will be the day where we'll be giving. Maybe we'll even give out a comic or two. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out on our live here on Instagram. We'll be updating the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, folks, this concludes this wonderful episode of the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Be kind, breathe, and may all of your issues be
Fantasies of